And we're here again. It's Business Rendezvous right here on Independent Television. I'm Daisy Leo Sikiti, and I'm going to be your host on today's edition of the show. So, how have you been? I'm sure you had a swell time with Lawrence Osifa yesterday, but you have me to yourself today, and trust me, it's going to be very loaded, as we always do on Wednesday. We'll bring up Dr. Charles Owowo. You know him. He's an author, a business coach, a mentor, a life coach. He's also a brand development expert, and he's a consultant. He's anything you think about business and you need guidance. This is someone you need to consult. Just a token. When I say token, I'm not saying 2K, but it's a token that you pay, and it could give you guidance and all the necessary advice to start a business, to also make it progress. And for those who have already started, he would also guide you through how to expand your business and become a better business owner. On Wednesday edition of the show, Independent Television deemed it fit to pull him from his office and bring him here to the studio to give us some of these business ideas, draw from his wealth of information for free for our viewers, because you're very dear to our hearts and we love you. Now, a lot of you use the word bottom line, the bottom line. Do you even know what it means? And when it comes to business, what is bottom line? Today on the show, we will be focusing on bottom line. Dr. Charles Owowo is right here seated with me in the studio. Good morning.
This is good morning. So nice to see you this morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I wasn't here last week. I am on Wednesday, and I'm very glad I'm here. Very glad. So, Dr. Charles, we want to focus on bottom line today. And since you're a brand development expert, it's good that you're here. How would you explain the term bottom line?
Wow, Daisy, this is amazing. You know, every smart businessman, every innovative, success-driven businessman, where you hand over to him the balance sheet, income statement, the first thing the eyes go to is what? The bottom line.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you are given income statement or balance sheet, we have the first line, we have what the last line. The first line is called top line, and that top line represents what? The gross sales of the company. Okay. The gross sales of the total sales in terms of volume. But the last line is called what? The bottom line. That last line, it represents what? The net income. The net revenue.
Money matters.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You know, and how do you calculate bottom line? Or you subtract the total expenses from the revenue, from the top line revenue, the top line.
Okay. That
top line, you know, that is the total sales for the year. We call it the top line revenue. Then you subtract all expenses from the top line. What do you get? The bottom line. The difference between what? The expenses of the company for the year and
the sales.
The top line revenue.
Okay, so the bottom line is more like your profit.
Your profit, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's why it's so important. Everybody wants to talk about the important thing is to say the bottom line. Bottom line is.
Yes.
Okay.
But good. Let me tell you a few things about bottom line. Number one, bottom line, like we say, is referred to as what? The net income, net earnings, net profit. The number two, it is generated when you do the deduction. Okay? The bottom line is an indicator of the profitability of the organization. Indicator of the performance, how the company is performing, or how the company has performed for that year in question. Then the financial health of the organization. That is the bottom line. Okay? Then bottom line is an American phrase that was coined in the 60s, in the mid-60s, you know, by corporate America. So it's a word that originated from the United States of America. Okay, yes.
So those of us that still use it to embellish the most important thing in our conversation, we are still in check.
Yes.
Bottom line. All right, that's cool.
And
But we
again,
wanted to try.
and again, the synonym of bottom line is what? Core, C-O-R-E, core.
Core.
Yeah. Core,
Okay,
yeah.
the core of the matter.
Yeah, the
most
essential.
important part.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the net is the most important part.
Is it on the red? Is it green?
Yes.
How green is the green?
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I
bottom
get
line. And any any business owner, business executive who does not understand bottom line, principle, forget it.
So I want you to try a bit more light for the benefit of the viewers on this difference between this bottom line and the top line. You've already specified what. Just make it for the layman, the person in the market that doesn't keep records, so they can understand better what it is we're talking about.
Well, the top line is the first line in the income statement. The first line. Where you are given income statement or balance sheet, the first line you see there is what?
Top line.
The top line. It tells you the sales for that year, the volume of sales for that year, the amount.
It cannot be a monthly thing. It's
No.
always a yearly thing.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. Go organization, look at the year.
Okay.
Okay? But if you want to look for what you have done for that month, okay, no.
That's still fine.
Yeah, yes. But
Okay.
you have to look at it, when you are submitting the your report to shareholders, stakeholders, they want to see the performance of that company for that year. Yes. Then again, for the bottom line, it's for the last line. Does you get it now?
Yeah.
For the top line, the first line, income statement. Or the balance sheet, the first line. As well, the top line.
If I get that correctly, sorry, that's like the money you used to start that business for that year.
Okay.
The total monies you pumped in.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay.
Or borrowed, or
Okay. Yeah, the money. Okay, the total sales for the year, what you have sold for that year,
okay.
the money you invested in that year, and okay, the total sales of that company for the year, the sales for the year is what the top line. But the expenses, when you now remove the expenses from the sales for the year, what was at the last line, the bottom line, the net earning, the net income, the net profit.
So this profit is the core.
Is the core, yes.
I like that new word now. I'm going to be using it a lot. And I think that's the end of every matter is how much did you gain?
Yes.
How much did you generate after expenses? So how can business owners, especially those who are struggling business, it's not easy. Things are getting more expensive. The times are hard. Rent is terrible. How can they improve on their bottom line? The year has ended, so that they can use it next year. It's just a few weeks time.
Okay, because of time, I will give the objective. We look at it objectively.
Okay.
Okay, number one, what you need to do is improve operational efficiency. You look at your operation. Is it very efficient? Because if your operation is not efficient, it will affect your
sales.
The sales. Then your bottom line,
will be affected
will drop.
as well.
Yes. Then number two, remove barriers to productivity. You see that, look at the barriers in your organization. The barriers. Number one, look at the inefficient processes. Number two, look at unnecessary meetings. The management that you're meeting every now and then. Meanwhile, they no action. They keep holding meetings. No commitment. The meetings are not actionated. Less of meetings and go into action. Yes. Avoid distractions.
That table you're shaking right now.
You streamline processes. You streamline processes. So remove barriers to productivity. Remove barrier. Number two. Then number three, identify underutilized employees. In every organization, there's this ratio 2080.
Yeah, I know that ratio.
Yeah.
I know it's in marriage.
Okay,
that rule.
Rule 2080. So in every setup, 20 people can generate 80% of the income of that organization. That's rule 2080. In any organization, in any setup, 20% of the employee
at the powerhouse.
Like, okay, this no relation. They just meeting. In any congregation, 20% of that congregation contribute to 80% of the income of that church. It's a principle. So what do? You look at the 80% of the organization, find out those who are not engaged, fully engaged, reassign them. Because employees are what we call employees. They are your best resource, and they are also what untapped benefits. So if they are not engaged, the company is losing. It will affect the bottom lines. Find out those who cannot do the job. If they don't want to change, let them leave the company. Of course. Identify, underutilized employees. Reassign them, re-engage them.
I love that part. That reassigning. Some people are just in their square pegs in round holes. You're forcing them to do what they cannot yield. Just reassign them.
You don't drive any driving system with emotion. No, not emotion. You are principle driven. In Harvard University, it's called strategy execution. It's a course on that. Strategy execution. You must align your process, with your goals. It's very important. No sentiment. Any staff who cannot perform, then let it go through training and retraining. And after training and retraining, the staff is not ready to be engaged. Let it go.
Yeah.
Get competent and to drive your system. That's it. Then number 5, number 4, invest in the employee experience. Any leading organization, Dangote, First Bank, MTN, Glo, who are doing very well, who control the market shares, they understand the importance of employee experience. How? Number 1, give them modern tech. Let them leverage on modern technology. Enhance their performance with modern technology. We're no more in analog. It's not digital. Okay. Then number 2 again, training and retraining. They need to acquire new level of skills. Otherwise, you cannot compete. We're talking about smart organizations. Smart organizations. So employees are their experiences are enhanced. Then number 5, improved customer experience. When customer interact with any brand, there's this concept, ease of doing business. Ease of doing business. And we have there are countries when you go there, ease of doing business, is very high. In a country like Nigeria, ease of doing business is always low. Okay, so improve customer experience. How do you improve customer experience when they come to your company? Number 1 is what? Improve on customer service. Okay. Then number 2 is what? Sales skills. Able to manage customer very well. Yeah.
I know you still have one more to add, or 2 or 3, I don't know, but I still have about 2 questions to ask you.
Okay.
But before I do that, I want to quickly go on a break.
Okay.
So we'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, so before the break, we were talking about you're talking about rules or so, or something.
Improving the customer experience.
Okay, yeah, that's where we stopped.
Yes.
So for those who just joined us, this is a discussion segment on Business Rendezvous today, and we're focusing on bottom line, the last line on your balance sheets.
That's it.
That is the bottom line.
Yes.
So let me allow you continue what you were saying.
Okay, number 5, improve the customer experience. When customer interact with your brand, with your product and services, so if they're not satisfied, they won't come back again. So you have to improve on customer experience. How do you improve your customer experience? Number 1 is what? Customer service. Give your customer super customer service experience. Super customer service experience. And all employees who have direct dealings with customers, they should enhance their sales skills. Sales skills, they're very important. Okay, then support lines. Enhance the support lines of the organization.
Okay, I have a very important question that you just have to answer before you go. So yes, we're going to enhance our skills. We're going to make our employees more comfortable and pay for health insurance for them, do this, do that to make them happy. A happy worker means more money for the owner of the business. True that. But what are some challenges you could face as a business person that could affect your bottom line?
Number one, I hired the wrong person.
Sure.
Yeah, bringing on board the wrong guy who does not understand the industry. It will affect the bottom line. That's it. The market share will drop.
Yeah.
The company become less competitive. And we are living in a competitive world, evolving world, dynamic world, smart world. So any company, when you bring on board someone who is not smart, and this it will trust you, it is more expensive to hire amateur than a professional.
Really?
Yeah, can I explain that? Can I download that?
Please do.
Because when you have on board an amateur, the loss, the damage you will incur
It's way more than the salary you have paid a professional.
So get professionals.
I get it now.
Get people who understand the industry to work in your establishment. Then number two again is cash flow problems. Yes. When you cannot manage cash flow, that's a problem. Because when expenses exceed the revenue, that's a problem.
You're running at a loss.
Yes, because you cannot manage with the cash flow. Okay. Then dealing with regulations. Can you imagine? Today the government can come with one difficult regulation. Yes. When the tax is, maybe you are double taxed. Yes. Yeah. Tough regulation in the industry.
There's even a new one starting in January, but that's not our topic for today. Okay. Yeah.
Then growing too fast. When the company is growing too fast, and yes, I will tell you, because when the company is growing too fast, good, but it can spell doom for the company. How? Employee burnout. The employees will not have time to rest. Will not have time for themselves. They burn out.
Okay.
They burn out. Can you imagine employees working instead of 8 hours, working for 12 hours?
I can imagine it.
They even on Sunday, they say, oh, you have to come to work.
I can relate.
Yes. Burn out.
Okay.
Then, please, the last one on this was plateauing. You know, where a system can grow, a time will come to get to a point that cannot more grow again. Elastic limit. Become stagnant. So what do you do at that point in time? You diversify. You know, you diversify. You enter into a new market. So when you don't want to enter into a new market, then
you have problems.
Yes. So you come with new innovation, new creativity.
Before we let you go, because our time is up for this conversation, just recommend a book to our young entrepreneurs and give your final words on today's topic.
There's a book I have here. It's Beyond the Bottom Line by Joel Makowa.
Okay.
Beyond the Bottom Line by Joel Makowa. Yes.
Your final words on
My final word today is that for you to be a smart business executive, you must understand the magic of bottom line. They're very important. So you have to understand bottom line and manage your bottom line effectively.
A big thank you to you, Dr. Charles. And you know, you did say when you've gotten to the plateau, you need to diversify, embrace new ideas. Even Dangote, he has cement, and then it's fertilizer, and then it's oil and gas. Generally, is into many other things as well. Even Boa has moved beyond cement to other things as well. Adenuga Glow is into oil and gas now, corn oil, you know, and several other businesses. And so you must diversify once you hit your plateau. I'm going to hold that very dear to my heart.